So does acetaminophen cause autism? Well, I'm going to give you my perspective as a chemist, and you can do with that what you will. So in 2022, the NIH, National Institute of Health, released a study discussing this very issue, whether or not acetaminophen could cross the fetal barrier or the placenta barrier and impact development of a fetus. The short answer is yes, acetaminophen in high doses can cross the placental barrier and impact developmental growth. But does that actually have effect long term? Well, their study talked about this. They took a mother-infant pair of about 2,500 people, groups, and they looked at 7 developmental factors that they considered to be part or in some way associated with autism. Of those 7 groups, or of those 7 markers, sleep delays or sleep issues at 3 years old and attention issues in early development were 2 major factors of note. Women that experienced extremely high levels of stress early in pregnancy were more likely to see raises in all 7 of those factors across the child's development. So women that are extremely stressed out or frustrated or suffering during their pregnancy, their offspring are more likely to have these markers of autism. But if you have a mother that's stressed out and she has also taken Tylenol, all 7 of those areas rise, but Tylenol specifically, or acetaminophen specifically, causes sleep issues when they're about 3 and causes focus issues during early development. So that means that Tylenol, or acetaminophen generally, is not actually causing all 7 of those markers to increase. It is only causing sleep issues and focus issues. This is only true if you take this study as absolute rule of law. It is one study of hundreds. Now, our current administration, which has opened itself up to a huge lawsuit by naming Tylenol specifically, because that is a brand, acetaminophen is the drug, they're trying to say that that is causing autism in general and lumping that in with vaccines, which I do not think is absolutely true. And even if it is true, it's all part and parcel, right? So it takes a ton of stress and a ton of Tylenol to get these results, if they're statistically valid at all, right? Our focus size here was only 2,500 people, which is not statistically significant considering the size of our population. Now, if we want to get to the bottom of this, I, as a U.S. Senator, will absolutely push to create funding to make sure that we study it at a statistically significant level. So that means across the entire United States, we can track women using Tylenol, not using Tylenol, vaccine scheduling, delayed vaccine scheduling, and then no vaccine at all, and then see if there's statistical anomalies or statistical standouts for autism or non-autism or developmental delays. The reason that you want me as your U.S. Senator rather than my competitors or anybody else, generally speaking, is because I can read and understand the chemistry and the math and the science behind this, whereas a lot of other people cannot. It is tremendously difficult. Considering our current president reads at about a 5th grade level, I don't think we can trust him or the group around him to make legitimate claims around any of this.